FakeTV Box is a recorded production of KlicKNet from mykwame.com studios at 144 Studios, New York City. Additional help provided by Adobe, supporting all with limitless creativity in graphics, illustration, and videography. The innovative world of Apple, Shure apps and products for audio functions, and by contributions to this YouTube channel from KlicKNettars like you. Thank you. Hi there, KlicKNettars. Welcome to FakeTV Box with Kwame Alexander, the show that spends as many minutes as it takes to talk crap about all the whack jobs and hot messes out there. But I do it sitting behind a desk because it makes me look smart. Since the beginning of February, we've been talking about each one of the theme lands that will open within Universal Epic Universe, the third theme park set to debut on May 22nd at Universal Orlando Resort. Some people may or may not know this, but the park was rumored to be called Universal's Fantastic Worlds. No doubt that that's a nod to the Fantastic Beasts trilogy, which never really lived up to the hype or reached the same level as the OG Harry Potter films. I hate to say it, Newt, but you're no boy who lived. Of course, regardless of what the name is, Epic Universe lives up to all the hype with amazing worlds like this one.
But, I mean, I don't know.
She's always saying stuff like that. That's the problem. You
That's
can't
very
really...
true.
Come to me.
No. Josh, what are you doing? Josh! So my friend is in a portal? Dude, where did you go?
You have got to go in there. It is so fun. You've got to go in there. You have got to see this.
Okay, what are those claw marks?
One of 5 immersive worlds in one amazing new theme park, Epic Universe.
Now that's what I call Super Slay. That commercial would certainly make one hell of an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark on Nickelodeon. Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society, I call this story The Tale of the Portal to the Dark Universe and the guy who was dumb enough to leave his friend behind. You know, when I look at the entire park at Epic Universe, it reminds me of the 1995 lineup of Saturday Night Snick on Nickelodeon. You've got the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic in the role of the Secret World of Alex Mack. Super Nintendo World is like all that because they both have a variety of colorful characters. I think How to Train Your Dragon Iowa book would have to be the Ren and Stimpy show because let's face it, Ren and Stimpy could possibly be dragons. And no doubt that Dark Universe is the perfect choice for the role of Are You Afraid of the Dark? So in hindsight, Epic Universe is like a gigantic Nickelodeon Studios theme park if it were built in 1995. But while all that sounds epic, you see what I did there? And even more so than my proposal for a Nick Studios theme land at Universal Orlando, we're here to discuss everything about Dark Universe in our ongoing segment, That's so epic, woo! That's so epic, so mysterious to me, woo!
In Dark Universe, you'll enter a foreboding world of unearthly legends and monstrous experiments.
As our guests approach the portal, there's a spire that's crackling with electricity. This is how the dark energy is gathered.
And we're gonna see the electricity pulsating through the land and connecting at the top of this manor.
In our world, all the Universal monster stories have happened, and Darkmoor is the result of that. It's the consequence.
The burning windmill is a classic part of Universal monster lore. And so when we created the Dark Universe, we knew that we had to create a burning windmill.
There's the windmill right in front of you, and suddenly it bursts into flames.
There are layers of intenseness, of scariness in Dark Universe.
We kind of toe that line of being family friendly, but we can also be PG-13.
To me, Dark Universe is about acceptance. A lot of these monsters, they're the outsiders. They're the ones that are looking for a connection. Dark Universe is for everybody. It's a place where these iconic stories and characters come to life. And for the first time ever, you are a part of it.
That's right, the message that this land is sending is that it's okay to live with outsiders, because when you step into Darkmoor Village, you worship the Universal monsters as they welcome you with open arms. Especially Frankenstein's monster. I hear that he's a real hugger. Dark Universe might be the first free land in any theme park to be both family friendly and PG-13 at the same time. It proves that anyone can build a land based on evil villains and monsters. It's just a matter of doing it right, and to do it in a way that satisfies parkgoers. Walt Disney World Resort just happens to be planning to build a villain's land in the Magic Kingdom, and many park journalists believe that they better take notes on Dark Universe, or it might be defunct land for them. If I'm Disney World, I definitely take note of this amazingly crafted, so amazing crafted entry portal with a spiral on top, and it acts as a power source for all the electricity and dark energy inside of Dark Universe. Not to mention this beating down windmill that Universal Creative set on fire on purpose. If they had set the original Universal Grove that stood in front of Nick Studios in the 1990s on fire, then I bet you that people would have spent all of their Social Security money to come and see it. The burning windmill is considered to be a signature landmark for Dark Universe. Picture it as a beacon that calls upon the Universal monsters to get together and have lunch. Just like the windmill from Teletubbies is like a beacon that interrupts Tiki Wiki, Dipsy, Lala, and Po whenever they're having Tubby Custard. And strangely enough, one of 3 quick service restaurants in Dark Universe resides underneath the burning windmill.
Blade Tavern, the quick service restaurant with the burning windmill on top. Since this location is said to be a hangout for monster hunters, the garlic should help to keep vampires away. Named Doss Steakhouse, this quick service restaurant is themed as a hangout for vampires, where the servers are familiars. This world will feature 3 dining locations, 2 indoor quick service restaurants, and an outdoor window service kiosk named DeLacy's Cottage.
Okay, let me see if I got this right. DeLacy's Cottage is a place where guests can get cinnamon bites and pretzels, among other snacks. But fun fact, it's where the original Frankenstein's monster wants to receive food and friendship. Like, wow. So, on top of being a hugger, Frankenstein's monster likes to share pretzels with people too. Hey, the more you know, right? Moving on, the Burning Blade Tavern is the perfect place for monster hunters because not only do they serve burning cheddar bites and burning blade burgers, but there's plenty of garlic dipping sauce to help conquer those cheesy, crispy pretzels called Hunter's Garlic Steak. Howdy mates, I got my garlic here, got my dipping sauce, got my pretzels, and I have no idea where I'm going with this, mate. But the main restaurant to go to for good food at Dark Universe is, drumroll, the Steakhouse, which in my opinion is what Red Lobster would be like in the afterlife. Of course, we don't need to make fun of Red Lobster going to Big C last year. Thank you very much, John Oliver. I think Red Lobster is doing a wonderful job right now, and that's the bottom line, cause Blake Griffin said so. Wait, how did I channel my inner Stone Cold Steve Austin all of a sudden? Wow. Now, the steakhouse contains vampire artwork and artifacts inside. Its menu offers bird on a steak, which has 3 FIFO options: chicken, fish, or meatloaf. There's also our favorite... Wait. Meatloaf? Meatloaf? How is that FIFO? How is that FIFO? I don't understand. Anyway, as I was saying, there's also our favorite vegan Familiar's stuffed cabbage, Darkmoor black wings, the blood orange chicken sandwich, the carved steak, and the La Bato de Cata brain dessert. It's just amazing how most of them have black food coloring, and most of them have sauces meant to look like red blood. Even if they were pictured in black and white, just like the studio is right now, they still look good enough to eat. I almost forgot to mention that the steakhouse has one more frightfully delicious dish called the Ancient Sha Shu Pork. You can tell by this picture that it's much more ancient than the ancient one. And get this, there's also invisible items on the menu like the caramel spice brown ale drink named Weeper's Reserve and the red velvet death cake, which is shaped like a coffin. Well, I guess they're the Invisible Man and Invisible Woman's personal favorites, and it's safe to say that they'd be fans of these attractions and experiences.
Curse of the Werewolf follows the same story arc as our classic film, The Wolfman.
It takes place in an area that's really been taken over and inhabited by our mystics.
And you see here the new Maleva. And Maleva gives you bad news that you're immediately put in a wagon and sent out into the woods. This is an incredibly thrilling, family-friendly spinning coaster.
Inside Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein experiment, you're going to see things that defy what you know of as a theme park attraction.
We've never opened these doors to Frankenstein Manor.
The thrills of the attraction, the chance to meet all of our classic monsters in a new and exciting way.
The technology we are using is cutting edge.
We literally use every technology I could possibly think of. And then we realized we needed to invent new technology.
You can actually have yourself made up to look like a monster and then go out into a monster world.
Ooh. Look out, y'all. The Darkmoor Monster Mega Experience is bringing back those old school Universal Studios Florida vibes where you get to wear makeup and dress up like monsters. Assuming that's what they did when Universal Studios Florida opened in the 90s. Furthermore, guests can shop for all kinds of scary artifacts at Pretorius' Scientific Oddities. Elsewhere, the main attraction at Dark Universe is called Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment. Guests embark on an adventure in which Dr. Victoria Frankenstein continues the work of her ancestors deep below Frankenstein Manor, and her attempt to control her own breed of monsters comes back to literally haunt her because Dracula manages to turn them against her. But the coolest thing of all is that this attraction will have the most technologically advanced animatronics built for any theme park in the world. Just look at how scary these things are. They could actually audition for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And finally, one attraction in that dark universe that I'm in love with is the Curse of the Werewolf. It's a long spinning roller coaster based on the Wolfman movie in 1941. And the reason that I'm in love with it is because I kid you not that I can conquer the werewolf's curse over and over again. In 2022, I conquered the Shredder at Nickelodeon Universe at the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. And it's really funny how I said earlier that Ren and Stimpy look like dragons, which means that I might have taken a selfie with a dragon on my 26th birthday. Yeah. That's a real picture. It's not fake, it's real. So that's it for this segment of That's So Epic. As the grand opening for Epic Universe draws near, we hope to do more discussing other stuff about this wonderfully new experience. That's our show, and thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and share everything right here on KlicKNet. Give your support by hitting the subscribe button down below. Follow us on social media through Instagram, Facebook, Threads, the site formerly known as Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And I'll see you next time on FakeTV Box with Kwame Alexander.